I love the fact when looking at your site, you said you created it to help educate, engage, and advise hoteliers on technology so that they can take advantage of it. And it's very similar to the philosophy behind the Hotel Technology Concierge Series, where we try and help educate hoteliers on technology. So tell us a little bit about the Hotel Tech Report, Jordan.
Yeah, totally. So I think what we do is not so different from what you're doing for your hotel clients. And I think ultimately what we saw in the market is that there are not enough hotel technology concierges in the world, and that lots of hotels lack this kind of information and a steward to bring them an unbiased opinion about what solutions they should be using in the market. And so as a result of that, they kind of, were very reactive in what we found in the early days of Hotel Tech Report. Maybe, a PMS broke, or maybe they lost a payment integration, or a variety of other reasons. Maybe it's just a salesperson at a tech company reached out and they were reacting to that sales message. Yeah. So what we found was that hoteliers were not super proactive in how they were thinking about technology from a holistic perspective, and it wasn't their fault. They just didn't have access to the right information, tools, and resources to start on that journey because they're super busy handling guest needs and dealing with operations and reporting up to ownership and management groups. And so what we did is we wanted to make it really easy for them to figure out what are the solutions in the market for a specific query. What are users saying about those? What are their peers saying? So obviously you have hotels, a lot of hoteliers will rely on feedback from their peers. They go to local industry events. If they have, breakout meetings, lunch sessions with their local GMs, for example. But we wanted to help hoteliers really get that information at scale as software became a really globalized industry. And so Hotel Tech Report, the easiest way to describe what we do is we're TripAdvisor for hotel software. Hotel owners and managers and operators come on our site. They write reviews about the products they use. We have a rigorous verification process to ensure that those reviews and that content is authentic and unbiased, and it's not being influenced by vendor interference. Yep. And then their peers come on our site and are able to see, well, when you close that deal that sales rep reached out to you about, what is the experience actually like? And so everything that we do in our lives, whether we're booking a trip or looking for a restaurant reservation, we're reading reviews. And our mission with Hotel Tech Report is to bring the power of transparency, trust, and community to help hotel tech buyers who are, when you think about it, the stakes of a hotel technology decision are way bigger than where you're going to eat lunch. And we spend hours reading about where we're going to eat lunch. So, when you think about, potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars, Australian over a multi-year period that you're locked in, and the opportunity cost of other systems, this is a massive decision. This is like halfway to getting married. And so you should have all the information you need to make a great decision around that. And that's what we provide.
That's fantastic. And it's a great site. I've read lots of your reports myself. And you're right. I will visit the site, and there are PMS vendors that I'm unaware of that are, very highly rated. It's a wonderful thing. And I think you're right. I've heard it said before, we spend more time planning our holiday than we do our life. And there's a great analogy that we spend more time, planning lunch than we do our next property management system. Often it just I see it, hoteliers will just go out and start getting demonstrations from vendors and then get pricing. And it's the vendors that they know, but your site allows them to actually identify vendors that they're potentially unaware of, but get some feedback as well, narrow things down. It's a great site.
Yeah, absolutely.